What's going on, you healthies? Pardon my absence the last month. I have been severely working on some leveling up over here, and I decided that my first video back needed to definitely be about that. So what that means is, for example, when I travel and I am not able to be on my diet, when I come back, I need to level up my health. I need to level up my diet. So I need to get back on my juicing, do my lemon water, do my smoothies, make salads every day, make sure that I'm not eating out at restaurants. It's very important that you boost tangibly and quickly and with precision onto your goal on what you are trying to do specifically to level yourself up. That is just on a small term goal. Let's talk about something on a long term goal. I used to be so broke that when I was working for a landscaping company, I was making $15.25 an hour. I could not afford toothpaste. I asked my boss, yo man, can I get $100? I'm out of shit. I need some food and some toothpaste. He said, no. I said, great. So I went on Nextdoor, I did a post. Within a month, I was so busy that I had to quit my job. And within that 30 days, I was now making $80 an hour because I was landscaping and I had to hire somebody else to keep up with all the work that was coming in. So that forced me to be into a realm that I had never been before. I had never made $80 an hour before. That forced me to level up. I could have just crumbled under the pressure, done a couple things and messed up the business, but I took it very serious and I said, this is an opportunity for me to enhance my life. I am ready to accept this challenge, and I put forth and I took all of the steps necessary to turn this into a very successful business. I have probably close to 100 clients. I'm dealing with million-dollar, multi-million-dollar homes. I've built trust with my clients, and I've actually built so much trust with that business that I had a very good friend of mine, one of my best friends who has a very successful business, ask me to partner up with his so that I can now have two separate careers so that I can make more money and hopefully eventually buy a home here. So I just spent the last month leveling up, and that's what I've been doing. I have a fear of heights. I don't know if those bother you. It bothers the shit out of me. I don't know how many of you could get on a ladder, climb up the ladder, hop up to the top of the ladder on a roof, and then climb the roof and walk around and look for damage. That's what I've been doing. I'm scared as shit of heights. So scared to the point of like armpit sweats. I can smell myself. I like literally body kind of shivering from up there. And I was asking my friend, I'm like, does this happen to you? And he's like, no, are you seriously? You get that scared up there? I'm like, yeah, man, I hate this shit up here. He is making more money than I am. I want to have a nice life. I can't afford the life that I want based on just having one career. I need to level up and become an entrepreneur while I'm also trying to build Naked Healthy into a bigger brand, into a multimedia company. So if you have something that you want to do in your life and multiple things that you want to do, in this video, I'm going to teach you how to do that in 3 very easy steps. Number 1, identify your goals. Write them down. I know everybody says that, but here's the thing. If you have 3 or 4 goals that you want to do and you look at them, you got to look at this like a coach. Take yourself out of yourself and then look at yourself. What do you want to do and what order does it make sense to do those things in? If I want to get back into shape, if I want to model again, right? I can't just call my agent and be like, hey, I want to get back on the books. What do I need to do? I know I better get my ass outside and start jogging and make sure that I'm not eating a whole bunch of bullshit carbohydrates and ultra processed food and drinking soda and drinking alcohol and doing cocaine and using nicotine and all of these things. I got to have all my ducks in a row, right? All of those things collectively raise my vibration. They level me up. Okay? The less shit that you are putting into your body, the less you are going to weigh yourself down. If you are trying to get a promotion, I am telling you right now, if you walk into that job with a healthy glow on your skin based on the food that you've been doing and that you're exercising and that you're taking care of yourself versus someone who walks in who never exercises, doesn't take care of themselves, and possibly looks a little bit disheveled, you are going to present yourself on a higher level, and you are most likely going to get that job and put you into a position of things that you never could have foreseen otherwise because of the new level that you are on. But if you walked in disheveled and you're not taking care of yourself, and you are drinking too much, and you are using nicotine, and you're pre-aging yourself, and you walk in there, it doesn't matter how much makeup you wear or how much, like, if you're a dude, how many push-ups you did out in the lobby or whatever it is, it doesn't matter. You cannot fake the energy of what you feel like you deserve. I want to make more money, and have multiple careers and start this roofing business. I'm scared of heights. I had to push through the fear of getting on a small roof and then a bigger roof and then a bigger roof. And then it was just off to the races, and I just had to practice getting better at them. And that is very, very important. I knew I wanted to make more money. I knew this was the hump right here. The hump was the heights. That's the main part. My mom even told me, she's like, Adam, I can't see you getting up on a roof. I said, well, thanks, Mom. Here's some pictures of me up on a roof. How do you feel about that? So lots of times the people that even care about you, and I love my mom to death. This isn't a slight on her, but she knows me as a certain person. I wear a certain energy on me, right? So for me to say, oh, I'm going to start getting up on roofs, my mom's like, you got to be crazy. You're going to get up on roofs. Yeah, Mom, I'm doing it because this is the life that I want, and I am willing to do this. Same thing with your health, guys. If you want to level up with your health, you need to focus on what it is that you want to do and then spearhead it. Step number 2, you have to accomplish something. Like I said about the health, if you start with your health and you start feeling better and you're getting out of the shower and you're looking a little bit better, you are going to be way more confident in doing whatever it is you're trying to do. If you're trying to learn piano or land a new relationship or lose weight or give up an addiction, I'm telling you, once you feel a little bit better and your reflection starts showing a little bit of accomplishment, you are going to have so much more self-pride and have wind in your sails. Look at it like this. If you get a little bit of momentum under your belt with your health, and we should all be taking care of our health, so that's why I start there, right? That's just an easy foundational skill that we should all have, that we should take care of our health. When you're in your vehicle and you're riding up a hill, right? And you catch a red light riding up a hill. We all hate that, right? Why? Because you have to stop and it stops your momentum. And then what? You got a green light, you got to punch it just to get your momentum going back up to the speed that you were originally going before you hit the red light. If you get your health going and you start feeling good about yourself and you're feeling yourself and you're exercising and you're doing lemon waters and you're doing salads and things like that, whatever it is that you want to do, you're going to feel so much more confident about yourself. I am telling you, the times that I have tried to level up and I feel like shit about myself, it does not work near as well because we all identify our self-worth based on the reflection and how we feel and what our quality of life is. If we're walking around upset and frustrated because of all the anxiousness that we have, because of the sugar that we're eating or the alcohol that we're eating or the prescription drugs that we're consuming, we are not our highest self. It is way harder to level up when you have all of these different things coming at you, especially vices and all these environmental toxins. We have enough things that are coming at us. It's like Leonidas in 300 with all the spears coming at us. You need to have your shields up, whatever that means, and however you identify that in your health game, as healthy as you possibly can. And keeping up with that, number 3, momentum. You will use the energy and the self-pride from the first thing that you accomplish, from maybe losing a little bit of weight, getting a little bit of glow back in your skin, to attack the next thing. When I was severely sick with black mold and addicted to alcohol and addicted to cigarettes and addicted to cocaine, I had so many different things and addicted to sugar and addicted to dairy. I had so many things that I was trying to give up at once. I was like, my God, how do I do this? And I'm like, well, if I quit the alcohol, at least I will be consciously doing my vices rather than unconsciously, because we all know what alcohol does, right? We're just like maniacs going through, like we're eating fast food and sugar and all this stuff in the middle of the night. We wake up and we're like, what the hell did we do? So I attacked the alcohol first. How I felt with that weight off of my back, that was like the biggest weight that was weighing me down. Once that was gone, I was able to kind of get my pace up a little bit. And I was like, oh shit, this is way easy. Cigarettes, gone. Cocaine, gone. Dairy, gone. It was like, it got easier and easier and easier and easier. It was like all of a sudden I had momentum going downhill rather than going uphill where I was trying to quit the alcohol. So once you start getting this momentum about yourself, it's like, what do you want to do? Do you want to start a side hustle? Do you want to anything? Do you want to become an actor? Do you want to be a painter? Do you want to learn an instrument? Do you want to become a plumber? Do you want to become get into HVAC or anything like that? Any sort of blue collar work so that you can make some more money, so that you can start building something so that you can actually afford to live in this very, very expensive world. Like I said, I have had a landscaping business for 7 years, a successful one. I have multiple employees. I am renting my apartment. It's $2,500 a month for me to live here in Boulder, Colorado, for a 1-bedroom house. Okay? My bedroom, it's a loft style. I don't even have rooms. It's like one big open space. I thought I was going to be paying that for a 4-bedroom house when I was a kid. So we all need to level up and figure out what we are going to do to make more money and be as healthy as we can. They are poisoning the food, the air, and the water. We have to be strategic about this. If we are not, we are going to lose. We are going to be uncomfortable. We are not going to be able to afford the food for our families, and we are not going to live the full life that we are intended to live. I have a nephew. He's about to turn 3 years old. I want to be around as much of his life as I possibly can. I'm going to have kids of my own. I want to be around for their kids and their kids' kids and their kids' kids' kids. You need as much time on this world as you can possibly get. So by taking care of your diet and then feeling good about yourself, you use that momentum to figure out what it is that you want to do. You use that momentum into the next thing that you want to do. Okay? Like I said, I was scared as shit about getting on a roof. I went to Atlanta and I just did it. Okay? You can't decide that you want to do something and then sit on it and sit on it and sit on it. You're not going to get anywhere with that. I wanted to start this YouTube channel for 3 years, and there were multiple things that happened. Plus, I'm scared as shit of the camera. I'm sweating. My armpits are sweating profusely right now because I am nervous talking on camera because I want to make sure that I get my point across. I say all the right things. I don't put my foot in my mouth. And I've modeled for so long that I was doing so many things on still image that being in front with this red light here and the lights and everything like that, it makes me nervous. So I had to overcome my fear to start this YouTube channel. I had to overcome my fear when I was starting my business to go and talk to all these clients that were worth millions and millions of dollars. And I'm like, worth nothing. I have like $200 in my bank account or less. And I'm asking these people to entrust me with my services. And they did. And because they did, I stepped up to that. And that's what the whole point of this entire video. You need to step into your own power. That is the most important part. If you're like weak and not sure about yourself, you're not going to be able to do this properly. This is why I say start with the food, start with the exercise. If you are getting the proper nutrients into your body, you're going to be like a wilted flower that just got some water and pushed into the sun. You are going to perk up, and all of a sudden, you're going to be like the Bee Gees. You know, you can tell by the way he walks and uses step. He's a woman's man. I know I just butchered that quote, lyrics to the Staying Alive. You just got to be in that flow. When you're in that flow, all of the good shit will happen to you. You guys know that when you're going through a breakup and you're really upset, you get sick, you get flat tires, people ding your car, just bad things happen to you. You have the bad juju on you. We need to learn how to boost up our energy so that whenever we decide that we want to focus on something, we're able to spearhead that and focus on it and pull it towards us rather than us have to work to get to that point. We can spin our motor hard enough to become a tornado to pull it towards us rather than have to work our whole life to go get it. I cannot tell you the synchronicities that I have when I'm in my flow, the people that I meet, the things that happen, the opportunities that show up. You can't plan this shit. There's no amount of 40-hour, 50-hour, 60-hour weeks that are going to get you there. It is synchronicities that the universe will give you based on the fact that you are putting forth effort specifically towards a determined goal. That is how you make this shit happen. If you just have mantras on your mirror and say of things, I want a Lamborghini, never going to happen. You want a healthy body? You got to work for a healthy body. You want a better life? You got to work for a better life. When I was a model the whole time, I didn't just sit around and wait for castings. I was constantly hustling and making phone calls and doing all this stuff. Right now, I'm now into the roofing industry. What am I doing? I'm hustling. I'm a networker. Because of the fact that people respect me, I can reach out and call them and be like, hey, just so you know, I expanded my business. This is what we're doing. And they say, oh, that's great. Can you send me more information on that? I need stuff like that all the time. So, but if I was some sort of ass clown that didn't take myself serious, that showed up and I had crappy shirts and I was dirty all the time and I smelled and I didn't take care of myself and I was sloppy, do you think that people are going to respect me like that? No. You got to button up your shirt straight and take care of yourself. It matters. It absolutely matters. We are all emitting a signal. So your pride is going out. It doesn't matter how many push-ups you do before your interview or how much cologne or perfume you put on before your interview and how much you smile. You are still putting on this fake energy because you know that you don't deserve it, right? If someone gave you a Ferrari right now, would you be like, oh shit, I don't think I should sit in this. This is too expensive. You don't feel like you deserve it. So if you're asking for something and you got it, and you don't feel like you deserve it, your manifestation needle is way the fuck off. You're not going to get what you want. You need to think about having it. And when you think about being in that Ferrari, you're like, fuck yeah, I'm doing burnouts. I'm picking up my friends. We're going through the drive-through. We're celebrating. You know what you're going to do in that thing. That's what you need to do when you're manifesting and you're trying to level up. And you cannot do that very efficiently if you're drinking a bunch of alcohol and putting nicotine in your body, taking a bunch of pharmaceutical drugs. It's just not going to work. The same as Mario. We have a boss that we have to beat every level, right? And then you get to the next level and then you chill and it's easier and you kind of get your feel for it. That is how this works. As soon as you get through this level, it's going to be easy for a while and then you need to pass, and then you get to beat the next boss and move to the next level. You know when you're trying to pass a semi truck on the highway and there's that air bubble and the truck's here and you're like trying to get through and all of a sudden you like push through that air bubble and it's like, whoosh, you just like swiftly push off. That's what's going to happen. As you're trying to level up, you will be met with resistance. It's a glass ceiling that you have to break through. If you don't break through that glass ceiling forcefully, it will push you back down. You will feel like a failure, and then you will just sink back down to the bottom. You got to push through that semi bubble, whatever the hell that is, that tension, that glass ceiling. You must push through that. If you do not push through that, it's going to hold you back, and you're just going to stay there at the same speed as a semi truck the rest of your life. You don't deserve to be going at that speed. You deserve to be going at freaking 120 miles an hour in the Ferrari that you deserve. Okay, so you got to bust through that bubble. You have to level up. The more efficient you are with your life and the more you take care of every aspect of your life, you wake up, you make your bed, you come down, you do your lemon water, you take care of your laundry, you keep your car clean, you keep your room clean, you keep your bathroom clean. All of these things matter. They all matter. You walk in your house after work and you're like, oh, it feels fucking good in here. I deserve to relax rather than just feeling lazy and just moss on a rock that's growing and you're just relaxing because that's what you do. Okay? So I hope you guys all learned something from this. I love you all very much. Please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I am very, very much working on trying to grow this channel. I know it's been about a month since I've posted a video. I have 3 careers now. Like I said, I've got the landscaping, the roofing, and this. So not to mention the acting and the modeling that I'm starting to dabble back into. So I'm a very busy beaver over here. I am trying to get onto a rhythm here. I have a team of boys that are going to be helping me out getting these videos out really soon. I'm very proud to make an announcement shortly. So that is coming. We are upgrading, like leveling up. So, and actually on that note, had I not written the books to get me into the position to start the channel, I would not have been able to sign with a production team in LA that's going to help me do what I want to do and build this brand. So because you do a little bit of things, you show the universe and other people that you mean business. They give you a little bit of energy. They test you out. You show them that you're serious. That grows. You prove to yourself. You prove to other people. You level up. Okay? Simple as that. It's just like climbing a ladder. All right? Mwah. Mwah. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching.